In this video, we are going to find each of these 6 trigonometric values. Now, in order to do this, we know that trig values are associated with right triangles. And so what we're going to use is we're going to use the 30, 60, 90 triangle because we know we have 30 degrees and 60 degrees. So let's just draw the 30, 60, 90 right triangle. Now let's remember what the relationship between the side lengths of this triangle would be. We know that this would be x, this would be 2x, and this would be x radical 3. So, here's the thing. All we have to do is we just have to use this triangle to find each of these trig values. So that's what we're going to do. So the sine of 30 degrees is simply focusing on 30 degrees and using the opposite over the hypotenuse. So opposite over hypotenuse is just x over 2x. And so x over 2x, we know that's just going to, x is going to cancel out, you're left with just 1. So sine of 30 degrees is 1/2. Next, let's find the cosine of 30 degrees. Now we know that the cosine of 30 degrees is just going to be focusing on 30 degrees and doing adjacent over hypotenuse. So adjacent over hypotenuse is x radical 3 over 2x. Notice how x's cancel out again, and you're left with radical 3 over 2. So this is what we get, radical 3 over 2. Alright, next let's do tan of 30 degrees. Now, tan of 30 degrees, focusing on 30 degrees, is just x over x radical 3. So we have x over x radical 3. Now the x's cancel out, and we're left with 1 over radical 3. But we still have to rationalize, so that's what we're going to do. So when we do that, we get radical 3 over 3. So this is what we get for tangent of 30 degrees. So sine of 30 degrees is 1/2, cosine of 30 degrees is radical 3 over 2, and tangent of 30 degrees is radical 3 over 3. Okay, so now that we've done that, we've now figured out these 3 trig functions that have to do with 30 degrees. Next, we're going to find the ones that have to do with 60 degrees. So let's start with sine of 60 degrees. So now we're focusing on 60 degrees. So we're doing opposite over hypotenuse. So opposite over hypotenuse would just be x radical 3 over 2x. X's cancel out, and you're left with radical 3 over 2. So sine of 60 degrees is radical 3 over 2. All right, next let's do cosine of 60 degrees. Now, remember, focusing on this angle, we're doing adjacent over hypotenuse, x over 2x. Now, x over 2x, the x's cancel out, and you're left with a 1 in there, and so we get 1/2. So the cosine of 60 degrees is just 1/2. All right, lastly, we're going to find the tan of 60 degrees. So the tan of 60 degrees, focusing on this angle right here, we get x radical 3 over x. X's cancel out, you're left with a 1 here, and so it's just 1 times radical 3. We're left with just radical 3. So the tan of 60 degrees is equal to radical 3. And so this is what the sine of 60 degrees would be. It's radical 3 over 2. Cosine of 60 degrees is 1/2. And the tangent of 60 degrees is radical 3. So this covers all 6 of these trig values.